But yeah, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's going on out there, man? Y'all know what time it is. It's post game time, man. We'll come on a little late today, but we still made it in. Not the outcome that we were hoping for, but hey, it's football. Rolling with me today, my boy Chris Tip Moore and my boy Larry Dixon from the dynamic duo, the Dixon Way, man. Y'all tell everybody what's up before we get into this thing.
go ahead, Tip.
What's good, everybody? It's Chris Tipmore from the show That's Cool and Fly 2A1 Forever Sports. Gracing this good platform again with Smooth Smitty, 95 North Sports Machine. Shout out to Berto. I'm pretty sure he's doing his thing if he hasn't already done it. So salute to him. Also, happy to share another platform with my guy Larry from the Dixon Way, man. And gonna have some more content coming for you going forward. But man, it's all about the Falcons right now. Holla at
Yes,
him,
sir.
Larry.
Man, that's your boy Larry, man. One half of the Dixon Way. My beautiful wife Shonda's the other half, man. We provide you guys with that unadulterated fire commentary every game we do, man.
Right.
Today we had the Atlanta Falcons versus the Titans. Me and my beautiful wife was on the couch, chin chat with you guys. Appreciate everybody who came in the chat, either just dropping a like or expressing their opinion and stuff like that, man. Thank all of you guys coming in. You guys want some good content, man? You come to Smitty Sports Machine, A1 Forever. Football's in the chat, man. We talking about football right now, man. Football's in the chat before we get up in here, man. I'm ready for this discussion, guys. Kid gloves off.
Yep,
Yeah,
the gloves finna come off.
gloves are definitely off now.
I definitely agree with that. But before we get this thing started, man, y'all know it's time for that dope intro.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, let's get this thing crunk, man. Everybody in the chat already, but they hot. They've been in the
Oh
chat
yeah,
about 20
man.
minutes already.
Shout
Oh
out
yeah,
to
So
the
they
shout out to
chat.
y'all.
they here
Shout out,
flaming.
Shout
man.
out to the chat.
Devin Willis, Henry Trong, Eddie Clark Jr., Slam Dollar, 87, my dog, Dre True Statement, John Brooks, Quad 7 WCG, LG. Let's see. Mafi, what's up, man? Thank you for joining us last week, man. Really appreciated that. Carlos Denson, but yeah, they going cheesecake. What's up, man? But yeah, they going at it already. And I agree. I'd be going at it too because this game it just slipped away too fast, man. I knew when that first touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins, I knew it was going to be a long day because
Yeah.
if you don't call that as offensive pass interference, that lets
Wait.
you know the refs going to be on some BS all day, and they were
Bro, that was a terrible call. Terrible. Like you seen the
terrible
man.
no call.
Yeah, terrible no call. Excuse me. Yeah, it was just terrible no call. Hopkins clearly turns AJ's body, propels himself forward to get the touchdown. Absolutely despicable. I couldn't believe that. And then, like you said, you start seeing stuff like that, the ref's gonna be on one. So
Yeah,
they
you
didn't
know
do us no favors with that one at all.
Oh,
it. Facts.
he straight did a pirouette. He spun that man. Spin
Bro,
your partner, dose it do.
that man
I
was
mean,
like,
like, come
man,
on, man.
yeah, for real, bro. The man was
Come on, bro.
spinning, man.
Yeah, that
That's
was
why I
ugly.
like.
That was ugly.
That's why, I honestly, at first, in real time, like I seen what Terrell was doing, but watching it from the television, it was different when they got the camera angle on there. But when I seen
Right.
the replay, I was like, how was that not a flag? So I really
They would
didn't
have
even
threw him
fault
out
AJ
like
really for it. I mean, I know it's gonna go
Facts.
against him, against his stats and everything like that. It's definitely gonna count against him. But honestly, that was a terrible no call. Refs, you got to do better on that, man. Come on now.
Well, we gonna start with the elephant in the room, man. We got to.
Go ahead.
Cause it's been on my
Go
mind
ahead.
ever since it happened.
Go ahead.
Y'all, y'all saw that second hand by Taylor Heineke. Yeah, he was 12 for 21, but he was pushing the ball downfield. He was not scared to make those throws, and it kind of woke up the Falcons offense and defense. But John
Yeah.
Robinson got his very first rushing touchdown in the NFL. And going forward, this is kind of exciting to me because the way the defense has been playing, you put a competent quarterback in there who's not going to turn the ball over. Yeah, he's going to make mistakes, but for the most part, even that last pass that Van Jefferson dropped, Right on the
Yeah.
money. It was a
I
little bit
love that.
behind.
It wasn't on Heineke. That was on Jefferson. He had took his eye
Yeah.
off the ball.
My bad. Shout out to Uncle Steve. I had
So
Yeah.
so
Salute always.
I
I
love
love
Desmond
this.
Ritter.
I love this man.
Hey man. Hey. I
Oh
like
man.
Desmond myself. I like Desmond, but let's just be honest, man. The Desmond Ritter experiment is over. Desmond Ritter experiment is definitely over. You cannot go back to him now. There's no way you can go back to him, Taylor Heineke. As I was talking to a few of my family when we was watching the game, and I was like, hey, at this point, whether we win or lose this game, the ball is going to be in Heineke's hands.
Right.
What it was 13, what it was 3 to 14, 14-3 at halftime.
14-3. Yeah.
Yeah, we hadn't scored any points. Where me and Smitty, we were texting. We was like, man, this game right here, boy, what is going on? Is first of all, it's boring. We're not moving the ball. We're not looking competent. Jeffrey Simmons was absolutely wrecking the game,
For
and
real.
Taylor
The
Heineke came.
turnstile.
Yeah, man, he was curve stomping the Falcons offensive line awful, honestly.
Yeah.
In and out, just making plays. And honestly, before he got that extension, I definitely wanted to make a run at him. But you see why Tennessee gave him the extension that they did. And he was absolutely a game record today. So I would give him his props on that. But Heineke came in and the offense completely looked different. Like I was explaining, he came in and we instantly got points. It wasn't a touchdown, but we instantly got points. Cool got a couple of kicks. Next thing you know, you finally, like you said, Bajan gets his first rushing touchdown, 13-yard rushing touchdown. Next thing you know, a very nice pass to Scotty Miller. He just looked good. The offense just looked good with him. You can't deny it. Whether you're a Ritter supporter or not.
That was the difference, man. That was the difference, man. Going and hitting the ball in the end zone. I said last week that to win this game, they were gonna have to push the ball downfield and get it in the end zone. But now that we have a veteran quarterback, now you can see Kyle Pitts, Jonathan Smith, Matt Hollins if he plays because he was playing special teams today. So he must be in somebody's doghouse.
But he made a great tackle though. I will say that.
Oh yeah. Open field. Yeah. Agree.
He made a couple plays. He made a couple plays when Drake London had went down too. Man, I'm hoping he's okay because that was a crazy athletic catch that he had made going across the middle, and then he came down. I know he did kind of like bump his head against the midsection of the defender, so it might have kind of like pushed his head down or something. Like
he actually went out. He actually went out with a groin injury.
Yeah, I thought
he had to be on that play because he fully extended himself. Yeah, he fully extended himself. So I can see that.
It just seemed like magic, man. It's like Alakazoo, bippity boppity boo. But Heineken, what do you got? Bippity boppity boo. We got offense now.
Hey, man, to be honest with you, let's just be honest. In the back of our minds, we all kind of knew what Heineke could bring. And then at the same time, he's a hometown kid, man. Anybody who's a Falcon fan would love to be the starting quarterback, you know what I'm saying, if they're able to be and have the ability to be. And that's really what Taylor Heineke is now, the starting quarterback for his hometown team. And he has playoff experience. He has veteran experience. And, you know, shout out to Taylor, man. He's, you know, been a guy who's been bounced around a little bit. He has been a starter in this league, but hey, man, he's back in the starting position again, keeps finding his way in the starting position. And this time again, like I said, for the hometown team. So shout out to Taylor for that as well.
And so, Iceman, he jumping on the point that I made last week. You got to blame Arthur Smith because he knew he should have had a quarterback competition off the rip. I've been saying that since preseason. Since
that's facts. And we did have a conversation about that. Yep. So, that was the only position. No competition.
So, quick question. I did not look at the press conference after the game. Did Arthur Smith, did anyone ask him, is there a quarterback controversy right now? Did he
trust me. I didn't look at it, but trust me, D. Orlando Ledbetter going to ask that question sooner or later.
Oh, yeah, you know D-Led.
Oh, yeah, D-Led going to ask that question.
Yeah, D-Led's going to get him.
I seen that Rosen, Mike Rosen. I seen that Rothstein. I'm sorry, Mike Rothstein. I seen that he was at the press conference, but I didn't get a chance to watch it either or anything. Getting ready for the live. I didn't get a chance to read. If anybody checked out the press conference let us know. It kind of
What
like
they said.
yeah, like a little summary. You ain't got to go crazy, but
Jameezy, I got to say Taylor should be the quarterback going forward.
he has
Because it makes no sense to go backwards. Because if you see how confident and how loose the offense looked after he got in, they knew they were going to run their routes and he was going to put the ball on them like he was supposed to. You would be happy too, and you would. Now I know, and I've said this myself. Yeah, he may lose the locker room a little bit with the change, but at the same time, he put himself in this situation
he did.
because, like I said, without that quarterback competition, that means you ride or die with Ritter. And I'm telling y'all, I don't care what nobody say. Arthur Blank said something to that guy not too long ago. Not too long ago. It couldn't have been today. It probably was weeks
I
ago.
think he pulled him in the side in the tunnel. I think Arthur Blank came down early and pulled Arthur Smith on the side of the tunnel. Like, hey, excuse me, Arthur, let me talk to you.
Right.
Hey man, for real.
I need to see what Heineken.
But 175 yards and a half.
Yeah,
half.
in one half, no turnovers, touchdown.
Even with McGarry,
12 for
blocking,
21.
that's the other elephant in the room, guys.
Oh my
McGarry.
God.
Outside of Ritter, Kenneth McGarry is putrid.
Shoot, McGarry was the reason why some of those sacks were happening. McGarry, man, we're gonna be talking. Let's just be okay. Let's just cut the mess, man. We're gonna be talking about McGarry for the rest of the season, for the rest of his tender as an Atlanta Falcon, unless he gets some new feet or unless he gets some new agility in his lower body. So it's just gonna be a thing.
But like I said, man, I agree with Todd McClure. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You got to try to do it at guard. You got to try him at guard because Bergeron is playing guard and he's a rookie. But you got to think he played tackle in college, so you got to experiment with it in practice to see will it work. Because at this point, Caleb McGarry is becoming a liability. Harold Landry was killing him. The Archer kid was killing him.
Everybody was killing him, man.
Yeah.
Key killed him. Simmons killed him.
We couldn't. Jonnu Smith had to spend half the game helping chip in off him, and he still couldn't. See, that's the problem.
Drew Dahlman still don't know how to snap the ball.
Drew Dahlman with his low snaps in the shotgun. Shotgun snaps are bad for him. I will agree on that. You know what I'm saying? They may go up, they may go down. They may roll it up there. I saw a couple of them roll up there. It's not helping. But it's just these guys have no continuity on the line. And I see McGarry and basically Lesham over there trying to hold his hand. Yeah. Literally trying to hold his hand to help block his man. And it's just not. Also, we ain't leaving Jay Matthews off of this. Jay Matthews on one of them sacks didn't block no one. He went like this, and then went like this. And Harold puts his own player in the back. You know what play I'm talking about.
Jake looked like he's weekly regressing.
Jake Matthews looking like.
I mean, if I'm tripping, somebody please let me know. It looks like he's weekly regressing.
Yeah. He's an older player, man. He came in with Max.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I'm not. Hey, exactly. So like
he came out in he's in his 11th season. I think
he was like I thought he was like 2014. Was it 2014?
10th season. 2014. Yeah, he came out with Mike Evans.
He was there with the majority of Matt being here, man. So you gotta look at it like I know people ain't gonna like it, but the unsexy picks are the picks that we need right now. We need a big old nasty in the middle of the line who could have been a Jalen Carter or a pass rusher. You know what I'm saying? And our offensive line that's an anchor. That's what we need right now. Right. It just can't be the guard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I said, man.
We really need a center.
Ben Jones is a free agent. He knows the offense. He's running in Tennessee. Arthur Smith, Terry Fontenot, find a way to go get that guy. He's at home sitting on the couch. I'm sure he's still working out. So that's one person you can look at. And then as we've seen with Montez Sweat, they said the Falcons offered a 3rd round pick Go on and sweeten the pot to go get him.
Yeah, man. At this
Let's go
point,
get him. We need it.
go get him.
You need a pass rush. You need a pass rusher that defensive coordinator. I'm sorry, offensive coordinator fears every time they game plan. The Falcons do not have that. And then on top of that, we lost Grady Jarrett with a knee injury. We don't even know how long he's going to be out. So you got to go out and find pass rushers. And LaKale London held his own, man. I'm gonna just tell y'all. Falcons found the gem in that kid.
Yeah.
He held his own. Then you see Taquan Graham come in. He played okay. But as far as just that dog on the defensive line, they just don't have it. That's why I said you got to go out and get. Yes, he did.
Okay.
So I'm talking about LaKale London, not Drake.
Yeah, LaKale London. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. LaKale London, not Drake.
Yeah, he came back. But until they get that fear and pass rushing, it's gonna always. Now they did get 2 sacks today, but
cover sacks again.
Again.
Yeah.
So
and honestly too, that offensive line for Tennessee surprised me today. I give them they credit too. I came on here the other day and I was bashing them. I was bashing Will Levis. I was calling him Will Levi's, but he looked great today. He looked great for Tennessee, and I'll give him his respect as far as what he did today. He had 4 touchdowns. Yep, 4 touchdowns.
Second play in NFL history.
And 3 of them were to DeAndre Hopkins.
That's a real rookie.
DeAndre Hopkins. And I'm just what in the heck is going on, defense?
But think about it. We keep talking about Ritter's a rookie. He's not a rookie. We need to wait.
Far from it.
Develop.
Shoot, Will Levis had his first NFL start today. I can't even make no more excuses.
Yeah, no more excuses, guys. He's had the playbook for 2 years. No, he don't have the experience on the field. I understand that. He's inexperienced. He's an inexperienced 3rd-round pick. And when he left the game, like I said, we got a new offense. You know what I'm saying? Arthur Smith started calling different plays. The defense stepped back because the way they were playing, he said, boop, boop, boop. Okay, we can't play in that defense anymore. They got an actual working quarterback, NFL quarterback now, and not a college quarterback.
I agree with that, but you got to think of it too. If you got a rookie quarterback, you need to disguise some kind of blitz to get this guy out of the rhythm. I didn't see that none in this game. Yeah, they got 2 sacks because of coverage, but send a defensive back, send a linebacker.
I didn't see none of that.
No, I didn't see none of that creative stuff that he had. Last week and the week before this game, he just threw away the whole game plan. I guess they were just too focused on Derrick Henry not to blitz because they thought he was going to break one. But at the end, he still got his 100 yards. So
he still got his 100 yards.
So
all 21 carries, 1-on-1.
So and you saw it towards the end of the game. Defense was gassed by the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they were.
They couldn't go for it.
Bro, I'm just saying it was like 15 possessions in the first half between both teams.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, that's why I was texting you, Smitty. I was like, it's gonna be interesting come the 4th quarter. Because man,
I hope the contract is set up where they can trade him or get rid of him. Because I'm telling you, man, just like you holding Ritter accountable for what he's doing, you need to do the same for Caleb McGarry and hell, even Jake Matthews. So
Andrew Dalman.
So So trust me, this draft, we're gonna need a good little bit of pieces, man, because all this defense is just going the way. So we've been waiting on this for God knows how long and can't move the football.
Yeah.
So hopefully the quarterback changes things. Beasley said Kirk Cousins on fire right now could easily lose next week. Kirk Cousins may be out for the season with
Achilles injury.
So,
he may be done.
See, that's the thing, man. We keep catching breaks on these teams, man. This person getting hurt, that person getting hurt, and we can't even capitalize. To me, and I'm gonna be honest, we should be 7-1 by now. We should not be 500.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest,
at least 6-2.
Let me ask you a question, guys. Does this eerily feel like last season?
Yeah.
Slightly.
It eerily feels like last season.
Slightly.
Like everything is happening to give us the division, and we won't reach up and
won't take it. Yeah, we just won't take it. Seeing like keep setting ourselves back. Because this was a game right here that we really needed to go ahead and put ourselves and catapult ourselves like ahead of schedule, we would have been 5-3. And the NFC doesn't look, what I'm saying, super strong right now. It's just like we could really keep on climbing up, but this was a tough loss. Tough loss. Really. Let's say that. I won't say a terrible loss. I'll just say definitely a tough loss. It would have been terrible if we never got into,
If
got
we
back.
would never made the quarterback change.
Yeah, if we ain't never made the quarterback change, it would have been worse.
Been
It's a tough loss because we were right there in the game, and
Yes.
I won't say Van Jefferson cost us the game. I'll say it just the opportunity went out the window when he dropped that pass.
Right.
Because we still had to drive the
Yes.
ball downfield, and we needed a touchdown to win. So,
And what the hell was going on with the special team today?
bro,
Why would they not let the ball?
I
Why
don't
would
know
they not let
what
the
them
ball
boys
bounce
was
in
on.
the end zone? Come on.
They don't.
Bro.
It's just like they didn't want it to get to the end zone. I don't know if they were scared. That when Mike Hughes had fielded that thing, boy, I could have jumped
At the 1 yard line.
But
I was like, what are you doing? And then another one, he let the ball bounce from the 30 to the 10-yard line. So it was just like,
Bro.
no, it was 25-yard line. They bounced and rolled all the way to like the 12 or 11-yard line.
Bro.
So you're going to receive it on the 1 yard line. But when
That's
nobody
crazy.
up on you, you're going to let that ball fall in front of you and roll
backwards. It's just that
didn't know
punter.
what was
I ain't
going
gonna
on.
lie. That's another reason why Tennessee was able to win this game too. They won the field position. They kept our behinds back there under that 20 so many times. Where we had like 7 possessions where we started on the 15 or worse.
Yes, I agree.
Like, so that's tough. That's tough on any quarterback.
So we play Minnesota next week, and then after that it's Arizona, right?
Yes.
Right. And we'll be back home from Minnesota. Hopefully, some home cooking to help us too.
Supposed to be two winnable games again. We should be 6-4 after those 2 games, but the way they played this year, up and down, that's a reflection of the coach. That's a reflection of the coach not going in with the right game plan. Like I said, they could have used the same game plan they had last week and came out successful.
Yes.
I mean, they did everything right last week. Everything.
Angela
but you come back this week.
The backup quarterback. Good comment, Angela.
Hey, Angela, I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because look, you got, and not only is he a backup, he was a rookie, man. A rookie.
This is his first NFL start. I want to emphasize first start, period. And he put up 28 points on a top 5.
And we getting rid of all these excuses, guys. No more excuses. He's not coming.
That's like I said, I wish Ritter nothing but the best. I hope he has a great career, regardless of whether he's here or anywhere else. But at this point, you just cannot go back.
No,
and definitely, I feel like Arthur Smith. I feel like Arthur Blank been walking around playing something on the boombox around there, maybe some old school 50 Cent talking about some murder your life's on the line, because he pulled him instantly. He snatched him out of there instantly. It was like, okay, look, we still first place. Jobs on the line. I got to figure something out. Taylor, okay, we're paying you 10 mil. Go and get in there and see what we can do.
And that's probably that's why most likely I think that Arthur Blank said something to him, because dude, I'm paying somebody $10 million on the bench to watch our season wilt away.
Go down.
I need to see him fail.
Yeah, we can't see that.
I've seen my starting quarterback fail. I need to see if Heineke can do it or if he gonna fail. If both of these quarterbacks ain't done, you're gonna be done out of here before the season. That's why he had to go to Heineke. He had to, and you can't go back. I don't think he lost the team if he went and moved Ritter. I think the team got a boost. Even Mac Hollins got a catch.
Mac Hollins had like 3 catches.
But see, that's my thing. I think the people that worked with Heineke, and then they come in the starting lineup, they're like, man.
No, he had 2.
Taylor's better.
And think about it. Think about it. The very first drive, Falcons forced a fumble.
Yeah.
If Heineke's in the game at that point, Atlanta may score a touchdown instead of a field goal. Because guess what? He's not going to be scared to throw the ball in the end zone. And for Ritter's sake, I don't even know why he's scared to just toss it in the end zone. You know everybody's strength. Drake London back shoulder, Kyle Pitts in the middle of the field. You know everybody's strength, so why not try it?
Because he don't believe in his strengths.
Right. He has no
got
confidence.
That's
he got
the
the
whole
outside
point right there. He's
bravado.
not confident in himself. Look at the way he was patting the
Yeah,
ball today. He was not a confident quarterback today, regardless for us. And it showed on the field, displayed in the execution and the lack thereof. It displayed in also the score as well, as it was 14-3 at halftime. Remember, we was the team that said we should be coming out and saying dominating the Titans. The Titans in the
Right.
first half completely dominated us. And that
yes,
was the
they did.
whole turnabout. If Heineke would have started from the beginning of the game, I believe it would have been a different outcome because everybody
Our
would have
boy,
had a different juice about themselves.
right.
Everyone at halftime for the Falcons looked worn out because so many things wasn't going right. And then Taylor Heineke comes in, completes a few passes, they get a few runs, pop off a few runs. Next thing you know, they like, hold on. It's almost like so they drunk some regeneration juice and they was back in the game. We only lost this game by 5. If Ritter would have stayed in, we probably would have lost by 25. Just saying.
Probably.
Facts.
John
I
Brooks
like what
says,
John Brooks said. Yep.
he said Ritter wasn't benched because his play was benched because he was hurt. Now they're screaming concussion, but
Yeah, I seen
the
that.
way he was looking on the bench, he had an earpiece in and his ball cap on. That's a
Exactly.
sign I got benched.
And he
Uh,
And
was
standing like
cleared.
this.
He
Standing
was
like this.
cleared of the concussion
Right.
He
And
protocol.
was
he
cleared of
right.
concussion, so he could have came back in once he was cleared. What they did was basically they said we got in trouble with the NFL for not
Right.
saying anything for Bijan. So guess what
Mhm.
we're gonna do? We're gonna lie and say Ritter got a concussion. So they had to go and test him, and they said, "Oh, he's fine." But guess what? His butt still sat on the bench. So that was a benching. All they did was just say, "Hey, we're gonna make up the excuse that he had a concussion instead of not doing
Never know.
anything, instead of getting
Yeah.
questioned, because you can easily say I benched him." You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. But they just
And
said
he, and
concussion.
the way he's turning the ball over, he definitely lost his confidence. That just
Yeah.
goes without saying.
But he
Yeah,
carries it so lackadaisical, though, man. That
he doesn't.
drives me
Yeah,
crazy about Ritter, how like careless he is with the ball. He just, what I'm saying, just floating through there, man, like a butterfly. I don't know what's wrong with the man. And then next thing you know, here comes Simmons again. Bloop. They
he
go the
doesn't
ball out
value the
again.
football, man. If you getting blitzed like
You
that,
gotta take care
if
of the
you know that
football.
your right tackle is a turnstile, you know what I'm saying? You want to look down the field, but you also got to have in your head that somebody's coming. I got to protect the ball. You know what I'm saying? You got to
Right.
have that internal clock and that peripheral vision enough to see, you know what I'm saying? Hey, when that arm come reaching in, you got to have quick reflexes to hold that ball. Yeah.
Facts.
Especially when you step it up. If you step it up and run it through the pocket, you definitely got to hold on to the ball and not hold it like a loaf of bread with one hand.
Second straight week, he did that though. Second straight week.
Yeah.
So
Hand
he ain't
exposed.
learning nothing. Right.
Yeah, so
They gonna swipe
it
at
is
it.
what it is.
You,
Yeah.
It's film,
Pete,
guys. It's film. They got film on him, the way he's carrying the ball. Good play, excuse me. Great players and students of the game are going to notice small details. The devil's in the details, man. Little ways, if you carrying it right here, or if you're carrying it up at your chest, over your head, people are going to know what you're doing. And that's another thing that also hurt the Falcons a little bit today, too. We have no film on old Levi's, Mr. Levis. We had no film on him as either. So we figured he'll get some throws off. I didn't know he was going to get 4 touchdowns worth of throws off, though.
Bombs.
I didn't see it. Yeah, and it's bombs. So it was some very deep balls is something that we had a lot of trouble with today. And man, they got Richie Grant real bad on that double move, man. Oh my goodness. I hated that for him just because of how great he played last week. And then this week he's gonna have that on film because it was a good double move, and they really did it on the right player. And as for the other one, when they turned Jesse around, and he couldn't get his hips back around in time to break, on that receiver who was in full stride. So that's boom
the
boom.
one with Langman, when they stacked the 3 on the strong side, they
Yeah,
got Langman isolated on DeAndre Hopkins.
that was a good play
Great
call.
play call. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Against the zone, in the middle of the zone. No way he's going to be able to run across the field with DeAndre
Nope.
Hopkins. That's
Nope.
taking candy for a baby.
Landman had a great game too, by the way.
Yeah,
but
he
there's
did.
no
That
way
was
Oh,
the
yeah.
only thing he gave up.
anybody
That was
named
scheme
DeAndre
right. You know what I'm
Hopkins.
saying? That was scheme right by the Titans. You know what I'm saying? They knew what
He
they
almost
did.
had an interception in the fourth quarter. So
Yeah,
Right.
So,
That,
yeah,
it
I'm
could
not
have been some
blaming Lane.
offensive PI. He kind of like got grabbed a little bit on that.
It was 100% offensive PI. There was
Mhm.
2 of them that they did not call.
No, I'm sorry. That was Ellis.
Yeah.
That happened too because Landman was on the
Ellis.
pressure.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
Ellis.
my bad. Yeah, that was Ellis. My
Yeah,
bad.
'cause,
Whoever it
Landman was
was,
on the
they
pressure.
dove in front of it. That defender grabbed his shoulder pad and then jumped through him to make sure that he didn't catch the ball. It definitely was offensive pass interference. Yeah, the referee was horrible, but the quarterback play in the first half was worse. And I like this thing, what Beasley said. Hey, y'all, do y'all think Arthur Smith is a problem? Heck yeah, I think he's a problem. He's been the problem.
I mean, he's a stubborn coach.
He ain't no developer.
Yeah, he reached his ceiling already. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
When you can't develop a quarterback after a year and a half, and even though he said most of last year, he still should be up farther in development than where he is. Let's just keep it real. Because, like I told y'all go look at Brock Purdy, Sam Howell, and those guys. They farther ahead and really much further
ahead
development. So, but Charlene said film has nothing to do with poor planning. Really has been had these issues. Definitely agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, you got to get in that film room, man. You got to.
You have to get in the film room.
But Smitty, I thought that he was picking up everything so well. The fastest to ever pick up what Arthur Smith said. Like any rookie he's ever seen.
I mean, but how many rookies have he really seen?
Not no quarterback he hasn't.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
that's my side eye.
I'm like Marcus Mariota, Jake Locker? What I'm just saying, I'm like who am I naming?
Yeah, exactly. Backup quarterback.
You gotta remember, Jake Locker decided to retire early because of football.
Exactly. Either no talent or career backup talent. Look, man.
Yeah, and you know, she's right because watching film is very important, and it seemed like something that he's not grasping because he's still, like I said, staring down receiver. He's still holding the ball too long, just like when he got sacked near the goal line. Throw the ball out to Bijan Robinson and let him catch it and try to make 4-5 yards. Don't keep taking those sacks. Step up in the pocket if you have to. I didn't see him step up in the pocket but a couple of times.
Now, he took off and ran on once.
You even seen Will Levis make a great play when we came in with the pressure. He threw it right at Derrick Henry's feet. It was the straw that broke the camel's back for me today, man. I just seen so much competence and so much it factor from Will Levis today that I just haven't seen from my 12 starter quarterback when it was his first NFL start. And we're not no slouch of a defense. We might have had a bad day today, but this is still a good defense. You know what I'm saying? That's still ascending. So don't people get too bad on the defense today, as honestly, they're still the pillar for this team. It's just, man. 100%. Yeah, it's just they just had a bad day. They're still going to be a top 10 defense in different areas and everything. It's just, man, that quarterback play. Got to get better. And I know, and I will be the first to say, hey, yeah, I've been the guy up here screaming for Ritter. He's been getting improvement. He's been better and stuff like that. But today, he just completely disappointed me as a supporter and anybody else who's supporting him. He's supposed to be putting it together, and it seemed like he was just continuously regressing. We were not moving the ball. We had nothing in 7 possessions in the first half, like 7-8 possessions in the first half. We got nothing but 3.
Like I said, that first drive always is a telling tale for the Falcons. That first drive is always a telling tale. We don't start off fast. 9 times out of 10, we're gonna play from behind the whole game. But let's go and open up this chat for a minute before we get out of here, man. I want to hear y'all opinions, man, right quick.
Let's go.
But you gotta get a defense credit, man. They can only do so much. By the fourth quarter, they were gassed. And what the hell was Richard Grant doing? Why the hell did he bite on the damn pump?
Coming on that double move, right?
When he double move with his shoulder,
bro.
What he do is looking in the backfield.
Bro, you know how it is. Oh, well, look who it is.
What's going on, Berto?
My brother.
What is happening?
Man, we got Ed DeBarge in the house.
Yeah, not DeBarge.
DeBarge.
My man Bleacher Roberto. And
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
we
we-
got you.
Oh, all right, cool. I was like, wait a minute, hold up, man. God damn, this haven't put these on in a while. What it do,
yeah.
fellas?
Elephant in the
It's
room,
like
man.
a glove, right?
Woo,
Elephant in the room. You got to speak on it, bro.
woo, man.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Desmond
oh yeah,
Ritter,
big time.
Will he get his job back?
Man, you know that we deal with a lot of stubbornness with this coaching staff, more particularly so with Coach Smith. So we might see him back next week.
Oh,
He's
God.
gonna he's gonna want to listen. He's gonna want to play the card. Hey guys, I told you so. So that's what we're fitting to see. Yeah, sure. You know, the offense looks so much better with Taylor Heineke on. You know, we were able to move the ball down the field. There was a lot of things that I saw in this game that we haven't been able to see with Desmond Ritter. Those short intermediate passes. Although that's what Arthur Smith loves to do. You know, that's just an extension of his run game, so to say. Those 5-and-ins and stuff like that. But Taylor Heineke was able to put it with a little bit more precise and a little bit more umph into it than Desmond Ritter, and he moved a whole lot better in the pocket. Didn't take the sacks that you would necessarily see with statuesque Desmond Ritter back there. For a mobile quarterback, this guy takes way too many freaking sacks. I just don't understand. It really makes the offensive line look like hell, man. So I don't understand that. But besides the point, but like you said, the elephant in the room, yes, I still feel that Desmond Ritter will be the QB1 next week, leading the charge. I really do feel that.
Facts. Facts.
He's not
But,
he's not wrong for feeling like that, though, brother. Yeah, Arthur Smith, we just never know.
A lot of stubbornness, is involved with that man, and he's not going to want to let nobody dictate to him how he's going to run his team, seeing as though this is his first time being a head coach.
You're wrong. I understand about trying to be your own man's man and everything, but come on,
that's
man.
stubborn going to cost him his job, though, man. Let's be real.
No, you 100% right, man.
If he under 500 for a third straight year, he got to go. And like I told you, if we under 500 at the bye week, he possibly go. So
Smitty, no man, you being cocky, Smitty.
This team should even be
Larry, you know I keep it real. Come on,
yeah.
You know I keep it real.
Hey, you got
bro. My boy DA, he gonna give us the download, man, because when he speak, everybody listen.
Mm-hmm.
DA, what's up?
That was going on, guys.
You got it.
What's happening, bro?
I just want to say, man, hey, man, we saw it today, man. He went ahead and put Taylor Heineke in there, I guess. Arthur Smith in the mindset man, they gonna get rid of me if I don't win, so I might as well get rid of Ritter. But I agree with you. I know a lot of folks are starting to panic about Desmond Ritter today. And I'm gonna be honest, I mean, of course, like you said, Smitty, standing in the pocket too long, not getting rid of the ball, man. Taking sacks. Like when you look at that one play where Simmons had a beeline straight to him. I mean, Ritter is quick enough to avoid that. Also, key coming in that B gap in the first half. And I do like the way that the offense flowed with Taylor Heineke in the game. And that's why, and if you look at it, I look at it from this perspective. Sorry, my baby in the background. But if you look at it from this perspective, I mean, looking at the way the offense flowed with Heineke makes me look differently from thinking that the play call is the biggest issue. You see what I'm saying? Because, like I said, he was in sync with the guys. They were able to move the ball. They were able to get points. And a lot of folks complain about the defense, man. I'm not going to be sick on our defense after one game because where the defense has been the past 7 weeks, that's what they still are today. Of course, man, the situation with Ritter not mishandling the football, it just caught up to us today. He not damn played well enough for us to win. Obviously, game. But like I said, I just want to tell the fans in the chat, y'all just relax a little bit. I mean, we got into a situation today, and I believe that turnover hurt us more than anything because, it was a one-score game, and they capitalized off that turnover. And if you look at the difference with the score, it was 14-3. I think it ended up being 14-9. They scored again, and then coming back a little bit. But at the end of the day, guys, like I said, I think we're gonna be all right going forward. Still number one in the division. I would have loved to see us go up 5-3, generate a little bit of separation. But so like I said, it's a heartbreaking loss, man. This one stung a little bit because I expected us to go out there and handle this game well. But man, that slow start by Ritter in the offense, man, that slow start, those mishaps. And the defense did give up a few things today in the passing game. Of course, that first touchdown to Hopkins was some bullshit. That was clearly pass interference, but I'm still happy with where we are as a team because, I mean, even with last thing, even with Ritter, I mean, yeah, the guy, I look at it this way, fans, and I'm going to say this for y'all in the chat. The guy, this is still this guy's first year as a starting quarterback, right? And we have to be patient with the guy for one. Now, I'm glad that we were able to make that change, and I think that change is going to let Ritter understand, okay, I got to step my shit up. Or step my game up. See what I'm saying? Because I still think Ritter is a future franchise quarterback, whether it be with us or another team. But at the end of the day, we still have won four games with the guy. We can say, yo, we know the defense dominated in those 4 games, but the guy's already shown fourth quarter comebacks. He's went over 300 yards a couple of times, and I'm not just going to give up on him, you know, because I still believe this guy can be special, you know, and if the offense can flow the way they did with Taylor Heineke to assist the defense, I think this team is going to be right where they want to be when that time comes.
I appreciate your thoughts, man. I really do, man. Well-spoken young man. I appreciate what you got to say. But let me ask you this. You don't think that for any stretch of the imagination that Desmond Ridder has peaked already within this offense?
Honestly, I don't think he's peaked yet simply because of the mistakes, you know, and we look at, you know, the things he's still learning. I mean, and I will say he's shown flashes of it, you know, because we know he can go over 300 yards. We know he can run the ball. So if you're saying it from that standpoint, I do believe Desmond Ridder has shown us he has shown us a little bit of what we expect him to be.
I just think this today we can all chop it up and say, man, this was the proverbial trap game. You know, we went into a Tennessee game where it still has some of the stampings of Arthur Smith and how they run that stretch offense. So a lot of the simplicity, calls to that offense are there. And we just saw what Will Levis did. He threw for 4 TDs, man. Young Desmond still hasn't done that yet.
All deep balls.
Yeah. So, I just still hold. I don't hold reservation. I shouldn't say that. I just have my doubts now more than ever, man. It's 8 turnovers in 2 games, man. Something's not clicking, and it's not clicking as fast as it should. You know what I mean? So,
but that's my point as well.
And man, they need to stop letting us play on CBS too, man. Every time we play on damn CBS, it's always some bull crap, man. Like if you look at the last few years, bro, CBS, it's like it's that bad feeling, man. Like I can't even explain it, man.
Oh man, hey man, but
that's one of my points too, man. As far as Levis just running a similar system and looking so phenomenal in it, and our quarterback looking lackluster. So that's why it's just like it's kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back.
But again, all the offensive coordinator did work to his strengths. Everybody know Will Levis got a quick release, so that's what they did. They got him out on those quick plays, and he capitalized on it. But DA, man, the chat is loaded, man. You got one more word before you get out of here?
Well, I just say this, and I'm gonna go ahead and give Tennessee their credit, man. Like I said, Levis was getting rid of the ball. He looked great today, man. You know, they look great as a team. And I'm going to give my hat out to him. But like I said last time, I'm a little disappointed. But, good football is good football. And when your game plan is flowing and it's working for you and a team is all discombobulated, you expect to win. So hopefully we can get ready to beat this Minnesota team that's like themselves, which is going to be tough. But that's all I got. I'll see y'all next week, man.
All right, DA. Appreciate you, my dog.
All right, no problem.
No doubt. That's our boy DA checking in every week, man. We got a new face in the chat, man. I'm going to throw him in right fast.
Not a new face.
New face. C-Dub, what's up, man?
C-Dub.
Hey, C-Dub.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Tip? What's up, Larry? What's up, Berto? What's up, Smitty? Thank y'all.
Wrestling god himself right here.
No, I don't know about that, man. I retired that belt a long time ago. I just got loud opinions now these days.
That's good.
Man, look, I gotta go here. Larry, I love Dixon Way. I love listening to the game with you.
Thank you, man.
How many times did we see, first of all, Caleb getting whipped like a little kid? I mean, everybody was going past him. He was just like a bullfighter. Ole, go by.
Yeah, he was a matador. That's the way you would look for a matador.
You know it, bullfighter. Yeah, because boy, I'm telling you. And look, first of all, if we gave Matt Ryan the credit or just gave him as much hey, it's okay. You're a first round pick. You've been here. Like we do for Dez. Man, Matt would never have a critic. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand how Ritter, who played like garbage, and I think it's fair for the fans and whoever to say as such.
Yeah.
But then Arthur Smith wants to play. Jedi mind trick over here. Oh no, it's not performance based. No, we like him. He's still the starter. What?
Hold on. You seen the press conference? Did he say that Ritter's still the starter?
No. I heard the one where he's talking to Arch, and he told Arch, yes, that's why he's our backup. Why Taylor's our backup, and yeah, he'll be okay. He's good to roll. He kept saying that. So I'm going, he hasn't even hit the press conference yet. And I did tweet some of the things he did say in the press conference too, to Smitty and to you too. Okay. But yeah, it's like Smitty, you said it right when y'all were doing the preview about how he dug his grave when he awarded that quarterback job to him.
Yeah.
Because how many times we kept saying, man, QB battle would have been real nice. Both guys could have had time with the guys, could have gotten, better with, chemistry with Pitts, chemistry with, what's called, oh boy, Drake. And it's like, no, we give it to Desmond, and then we want to pat him on the back going, oh, okay, great drive. Wait a minute, he threw an interception. Well, it's a great drive. What? I mean, Matt Ryan got killed for stuff like this, and we were like going, well, Matt should have known better. Okay, but Ritter should too. But yeah, it looks like we're going to have Heineke going against the Minnesota Vikings. Look, Arthur Smith has now proven he's going to be stubborn as a mule.
Yep.
And this fan base, he's about to find out how toxic this fan base is going to get. Because if they come out slow against Minnesota,
at home,
what we're going to hear in the bins. Well, yeah, as long as it's full. Yeah. Well, not just the Bluebirds, but they're going to start asking for Heineke, and they're not asking for beer. They want number 4 in there. Right. And look, Larry was talking about it the whole time during the game. When 4 got in the game, everybody picked up. I mean, what was it? Little Scotty and homeboy Hodge. Yeah. They were catching the balls, and they had the chemistry like no problem.
Yeah.
So that was a dive in the corner of the end zone.
More. Imagine if he works with the ones more, how much in sync this offense would look. Everyone was running crisper routes.
Yeah.
The bench energy was lively. The defense tried to pick it up. It's just, I don't think he'll lose the locker room if he keeps Heineke. I think he'll lose the locker room if he says that Desmond Ritter is still their quarterback. If he comes back and officially says on Tuesday when they get back in that Desmond Ritter is the quarterback, he will lose that locker room.
Yeah, Larry, I'm telling you, man, it will not surprise me. I really believe that Arthur Smith is that bullheaded. He's going to put Desmond in.
Petulance or bullheaded?
Either one you want to pick. I say stupid if you ask me, because we all saw the common facts. Yeah, I mean, hey, look, just because you're a billionaire's son, don't mean you can't be stupid. You can be there's some stupid rich people out there.
Yeah, because you can't buy common sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, it ain't not for sale.
And I mean, look, and it's nothing against Desmond. I just love how, you guys have always kept it above water about Desmond. It's not like y'all are going after him. You're just saying, look, you got to get better. You, the quarterback of an NFL team, stop turning the ball over. That should not be something you say every week.
Right, and then you're the quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, a fan base that's tired of seeing losers. We're ready to win, regardless of. I don't care what the man's name is. His name can be Box Cutter. As long as he get me to the Super Bowl, let's get it.
Right.
Yeah, and another thing, man, I feel bad for William Avery. We need to write him a letter, tell him we missed him, because my God, how bad was the return game?
Man.
Oh my God! You want to talk about putting you in behind the bus? You should not ever be asked to do that again.
No, that special teams was terrible today.
Well, not cool. Not cool.
But I don't understand.
No. Cool was fine. No. Cool was cool.
We're gonna set a new division, a new wing for Cool because he kept our behinds in this game.
Yeah. Cool was cool. Yeah, my bad. Cool is real good. I'm talking about the freaking Hughes who just.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did the Monstars get a hold of him, like mess up his brain or something? Because he was making some. I'm like, what are you doing?
It was pretty bad.
Yeah. A few times special teams was just looking. Ugh. You know, the best they looked was probably when CP had ran it out the end zone and got some yards. That's probably the best.
I think we were all just happy just to see CP running versus anyone else.
Yeah. Yep. And then Mac Hollins on that great open field tackle on the punt. Other than that,
the new special teams maven. You guys probably spoke about it already, man. Van Jefferson, took his snaps. He was starting today.
Definitely took his snaps, but we already kind of seen that coming though.
Because
he's a versatile player.
I just wish he would have caught the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was. I think he was already thinking about what he was going to do. He was definitely going to try to get some yak after that catch. But just make the catch first, and we'll figure everything else out after that.
But C double, man, we got a lot of people still in the chat, man. You got a question before you get out of here?
Man, again, I'm going to keep asking the same question, guys. Trade deadline. This is even more now bigger than it was before because if we don't know how long Grady could be hurt. We saw that Calais was in and out. Yeah. We've got to reward this defense. So pass rusher. And I'm thinking it's got to be a pass rusher, but who do y'all want? Because I just keep thinking either Sweat, Young, or Hunter, whatever. But I don't think Hunter's going to be available because they won their game. So,
but Kirk Cousins got hurt today, so they may not have the quarterback take them for. So he could be right back on the market just like that. So, but if I had to take one, I would probably go Montez Sweat. He's the most productive. 34 and a half sacks
as well.
Yeah, he's a little bit older, but
cheaper than Hunter anyway. Hunter is the NFL sack leader right now.
Yeah, he's gonna be 120 a year easily.
Yeah, so
and we got to pay AJ $20 million. So that's not gonna.
Do we?
Man, do we though? I mean, AJ. I mean, I want to pay him, but maybe after that performance, we just need to look at AJ and go, "What happened?"
We'll see, man. Everything
we'll see.
Yeah.
AJ's
still a long season
at all.
Still a long season.
He's having a bad season. But Hopkins, that was a pass interference. That's not
that first. Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, man, I think our secondary is the strength of this team. All our sacks are coverage sacks.
If
we can get some legitimate pass rush down here, it'll bolster the best part of our team even more. Tenfold, in my opinion.
Facts. But C-Dub, man, thank you for stopping through and talking with us, man. We appreciate it.
No problem. Always here. I'm going to go back to the chat and just have some fun with y'all, and I'll just be chilling with you guys, all right? Appreciate y'all.
No doubt. Appreciate you,
brother.
All right. Peace.
All right, bro.
It's our boy C-Double, man, always checking in.
Slim.
We got my boy Slim in.
What up, Slim?
What's up, everybody?
What's happening?
All right, Slim. Don't be coming on here making no trouble with me and my quarterback that got benched today.
Hey, I want to say, I want to say I told you so, but I ain't gonna do that. It's all love. Because I kept telling everybody, because everybody was saying Desmond Ridder is improving, but the thing is, you can't throw 3 interceptions one game and then 3 fumbles the next game, and then just because you did a few good passes, you improve. Desmond Ridder is a backup at best. And when it goes to the Falcons, you get what you pay for. You can't keep trying to shop at Goodwill and expect to win a Super Bowl. You're not going to do it. So the reality is the Falcons keep thinking that they can just build a team and then plug any quarterback in there. It's not going to work. Now, do I think Heineke is going to be the answer for the Falcons? No. But it's going to force the conversation that you need to get out there and get you a quarterback because Heineke is not going to be a long-term quarterback, and
Well,
you need to get out.
I'm gonna break it down like this for you, Slim.
Uh-oh.
Kyler Murray out there. He was a healthy scratch today, and a lot of people out there saying he did not play today because they might be looking to move him at the trade deadline. Do the Falcons look at Kyler Murray this Tuesday?
I don't think the Falcons are going to even entertain Kyler Murray because I think with Arthur Smith, he's looking for height. Kyler Murray is small, and so
If they wanted Kyler Murray, all we had to do was just go get Bryce Young. We'd have been good.
yeah, you could
Maybe so
literally
much
take.
question about the quarterback position. Why would quarterback even make sense to even go and go and trade for a quarterback? He's having a hard time putting his fingerprints all over Desmond Ridder, but that's Desmond Ritter's fault because he's incapable up here to process and deliver. I just don't think I don't think that quarterback's the choice right now. You got to roll with what you have. Logan Woodside or Taylor Heineke. Unfortunately, your fan base hates this, but you right now, if we lose another game, you're possibly looking at you playing for a pick now next year because what's going to be left? What's really going to be left? That's why I question.
That's why I keep saying. That's why I keep saying at the bye week, if they not 500, he gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I don't know, man.
But I don't think the Falcons
we were
don't pull
texting
that
earlier. We were texting that earlier. There's no one in spot right now. No offensive minded personnel member right now on our staff that can carry the rest of his offense. Or so to say, we're not going to switch up the whole identity of this offense because we got rid of him. Dave Ragone is the de facto offensive coordinator, but what does he really serve other than holding that that playbook or that pen and pencil, whatever, and say, hey, Arthur Smith, good job on that call. Other than that, we don't really have anybody. So you gotta kind of roll with him. That's my opinion. I think you gotta roll with him.
And that's true. And I think
go ahead, Slim.
Yeah, I think what you just said is true because a lot of people are not taking into account the Falcons are an extreme conservative team. They're not going to go out there and make big splashes in the headlines. So you stuck with what you got right now, and it's either going to be Heineke and the cat's out of the bag when it comes to Heineke. Because if the Arthur Smith goes back to Desmond Ridder, as soon as Desmond Ridder makes one mistake, oh yeah, you're going to hear everybody going crazy on him. Heineke, you gave the Tennessee Titans a full game to win, and you gave Heineke a half the half to try to come back and win. It was too much to come back. That's why I'm not upset about the loss, but this loss forced them to have a what are they really doing conversation. And I think that somebody put the oven on 400 degrees with Arthur Smith because he gonna be done. He gonna be done for Thanksgiving. He gonna be cooked for Thanksgiving. Just get some good rub on him. That's all.
I tell you, his life on the line, y'all.
Creole butter.
His life is on the line.
You said Creole butter.
Well, yeah,
Creole butter. Indiana. What you talking about? Stop playing with me.
well, yeah,
Oh man.
But you said where they fire Arthur Smith, they don't have no one to call plays. They were going to call plays. If he ordered DoorDash, he can call plays.
There you go.
No, he can't. No,
can't do that,
hey,
man.
Come on, man.
What about the backup head coach? I'm telling you, he's the man.
Jerry Gray is the assistant head coach.
Yeah, but I was about to say that.
Mm.
Moving forward, fellas, man, I just feel like Jerry Gray need to be our head coach moving forward because I feel like on the press conference when he asked him, he answered the questions and he hold everybody accountable. Arthur Smith is not doing enough for these players, and I feel like he holding this locker back. And now it's like Arthur Smith on the sideline looking at Arthur Smith crazy because he know his job is on the line. And moving forward, man, I said this: if we don't start winning games before November, man, y'all can see the playoffs is out the window. I want to believe in Desmond Ridder right now, but he didn't improve nothing. So I feel like moving forward, we should stick with Tyler Heineke. Let him go out there and win some games because right now this is gonna be our 8th year missing the playoffs. If he do that, I feel like Arthur Smith got to go. This whole coaching staff on the offense side have to go. You got to go in the draft, go second late rounds, get you a center, get you a right tackle, and take off the cap money off of Jay Matthews and let him retire. Because I feel like moving forward, this team is not ready. I'm not saying on defense, the defense is good, but the offense was being inconsistent all this year. I said after that when we won these games against Green Bay and I said against Carolina, that was part of one of our good games. But after that, it's feel like we being inconsistent and being conservative when we get in the red zone. It's like Desmond Ritter don't know how to like attack defense and stuff, and he hold the ball so long. So moving forward, fellas, man, I think that we should get Ryan Nuss as our head coach. I don't want him to get going by 2024. If I'm out the blank, I'm going to go ahead and let Jerry Grady be the defense coordinator and hire Ryan Nuss to be our head coach moving forward, because I just don't think Arthur Smith is that guy. I just don't believe it, man. And I'm tired of losing. Because I said this, we was not prepared for this game. I said we cannot take Tennessee lightly. They came for a bye week. They had 2 weeks of film on us, and the offense wasn't ready. And I'm disappointed in the offensive line. They didn't execute, didn't keep Ritter clean, and I blame it on Ritter. He wasn't doing what he want in special teams. Mike Hughes wasn't doing good. I feel like moving forward on special teams, we need to go ahead and put CP back there. Just please.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not back there in the first place, to be honest.
I even like D. Alford when I seen him back there.
Yeah, like Hughes don't need to be back there no more.
But yeah, though, that's all I gotta say, fellas, man. It's a must-wins of these 2 games against Minnesota and the Vikings, man. If Arthur Smith don't pull it together and stop being stubborn and put Tyler Heineken, because his job is on the line, and I'm tired of the excuses he's saying in the press conference we weren't prepared. No duh, because obviously you didn't take the team seriously. So we lost by a rookie. I'm not mad about the defense. The defense played all good, but when is the offense going to execute and put teams out early in the game? That's the questions I got going on. So
that's a great question.
Man, it's a must win, man. If Arthur Smith don't get this team at least 10 wins before, I say 10 wins before end of November, his ass out the door. Excuse my French, his ass gone. So let's go ahead, hire Ryan Nuss as our head coach and hire Jerry Gray as our defense coordinator moving forward by 2024. I'm out, fellas, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right, we appreciate you, my dog.
Always appreciate Will.
Angela on today, boy. She said Terry Fontenot should have been hired his own head coach. No other way around it. Alberto, how long I've been saying that? That was how long I've been saying that? 2 years.
Yeah, we should. We have many conversations about that.
Oh, muted. You muted, brother. You muted.
Hold on. How about now? You good?
You good? You good?
Yeah, good.
Stupid tablet, man. But yeah, man, you've been talking about that since the beginning of the year, since he was hired. It's like, man, you don't hire a coach before the GM.
Nope.
Right. That was the problem right there from the jump. Right. That, I can say this: Arthur Smith is not a Terry Fontenot guy. I think I know who Terry Fontenot guy is, and that's the guy holding the clipboard out in Washington every game. Point blank.
Right.
But
that would be.
I highly believe we should have waited.
Right there.
We should have waited, man. I know he was in the Super Bowl. We should have waited.
If I could be devil's advocate,
a power struggle between those guys. You can tell how we draft. You can see who is in charge of the draft, and you can see who's in charge of the free agency. Arthur Smith seems like he gets the last say in the draft. They pick who he want. He's a grocery. He's Instacart. And he's picking the groceries, you know what I'm saying? And then you guys say, okay, well, you got the offense. Let me pick up the defense. And which one is the best part of our team? Our defense. He's the offensive line coach and the offensive coordinator. What's the 2 worst things on our team? I keep coming back to this, man. That team with Mike Vrabel and that offensive line and Derrick Henry is why Arthur Smith got the job. It is, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It just is.
And
there was times we lost. We really lost this game, not just by the trenches, but we lost by coaching. Mike Vrabel pretty much dissected his offense.
But see, here's the thing. I say when it comes down to the blaming, I say Desmond Ritter about 70%, Arthur Smith is about 30%. And the reason why is because a coach can call up the perfect game, but if your quarterback is not out there playing consistent, it doesn't matter. You can call Jesus can literally touch you on the shoulder and say, run that play. If Desmond Ritter is not doing anything good, because the problem with Desmond Ritter was he held the ball too long, and those turnovers really matters because your clock, the internal clock in your head speeds up now. Once you know I lost the ball 6 times in 2 games, you ain't gonna you're gonna hold that ball because you don't want to get that ball turned over. And then if you know you're gonna run, you cuff that ball in and you run away from the cover. He runs and then he still have the ball loose. And they just punched it clean out. So I say Arthur Smith. Me personally, I think Arthur Smith is not the head coach. He need to go back to coordinating. But
And
I
he
do,
staring down receivers still too. Talking about
yeah, like everybody say, he don't develop quarterbacks. So he's going to get a rookie.
All right, now one counterpoint that I wanted to get to you, Slim.
How you doing, fellas?
Who's in charge of making rid of the quarterback? That's why I say it. I flip it around. I said 70 Arthur Smith and 30 Ritter because Arthur Smith ultimately named his quarterback without a competition.
No competition.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing as last year with Marcus Mariota. That's why I asked you guys at the beginning of the show. This season feels
Can I just say something?
like last season. Go ahead, Mike.
Mike, go ahead. Mike, go ahead.
Can we address the elephant in the room? First of all, do my opinions matter here? Because I know some other podcasts you can't say nothing.
Bro, you say whatever you want. Man.
What you say you go ahead.
You know, I'm just trying to be a little funny. That's all. I'm just trying
Remember,
to be a little funny.
It's a kid show. Remember, it's a kid show.
Our opinions don't matter. We don't know what we're talking about. I was told that I'm unintelligent and I don't know what I'm talking about. That Heineke would look day and night better just coming in, and that's exactly what he looked like today. The offense was moving, and a little fact, since they like facts so much. Do y'all know Ritter has thrown 2 touchdowns in a complete game all season? 2. How did he do that in a half?
Yeah.
And had old buddy not dropped that ball, we don't know what would have happened because that offense looked like they were just gonna keep rolling.
They were humming.
Man, Heineke was on his way for over 200 yards.
It would be a disservice to the team to even go back to Ritter at this point.
I agree.
Because Heineke, he wasn't fazed by anything. Heineke didn't care that we was down. He didn't care that they were scoring. He's like, I'm gonna go out there and do my job.
Yep.
And yes, Heineke does turn the ball over. I'll give him that. He does do that in the past. But he can also put points up on the board and more than 17 to 12 every game. You can bet that.
Yeah.
So the defense at some point, we got to give them a pass. Because they've been carrying us all season. You got to give them a pass eventually.
Yeah, you got to give them a break. You got to.
That's why I was saying, I'm not jumping on the defense about anything.
No.
Yeah, because the defense win championships. They don't win regular games, and they can't carry you the whole season.
And then them guys were gassed, man. Them guys were going back and forth for different possessions. Nothing happening on offense. Them guys were tired, man. Right. They're still humans.
And what's crazy, I've never once said I wanted to bench Ritter, none of that. I just said I wanted to stop the turnovers. And I was called all types of cowards and everything else because of it. I was just like, they tell me, all you're bringing up is turnovers. Well, he's having 3 a game. How is it not to bring it up? It's hard not to bring that up.
That's what how critical the team is all about, man. You got to call what you see, man.
I want to tell you what that locker room was probably feeling some type of way too, because there's people who ain't never seen a ball pass to them, got a caught pass today and stuff like that, and they just look way more efficient. I know them other players are like, damn, I can actually get my yardage. I can actually make some money out here. I can actually, my value is higher now. Them players out there thinking that right now.
Facts.
Yeah, because the only way a wide receiver can get his money is if he do what? Catch passes.
Produce,
your value's down. And then, man,
started moving
good. You seen everyone start looking good. I mean, it is what it is. It just the eyes don't lie. What we all seen was the offense definitely get way better in that second half compared to the first half. So,
and if they want to go back to Ritter, fine. Fine. I have nothing against the man. I want him to grow. But if we have a better chance now, when the division's at its weakest, and we're clearly the better team in this division right now, then you go with Heineke, and then you see what Ritter got later on. But right now, I think
you got to go with that veteran.
Heineke right now as a veteran, the way he looked, he can easily average 253 touchdowns a game. That would win us every single game we played this season.
It definitely would.
Facts.
We average 21 points. We'll definitely win every game.
Right? He was throwing touchdowns like it was like I've been doing this. This ain't nothing. That's who Heineke is. Yeah, he'll turn that bad boy over, but Ritter was too, and we were barely beating teams 17 to 12 and stuff like that. So,
and also I think Arthur Smith used that concussion for Ritter as a scapegoat. So if he do have to go back to Ritter, he can always go pull out of the bag on that one and say,
I feel like he did the
because
same
of that
exact
injury.
thing.
Yeah, because the thing about Arthur Smith is, and I watched the press conference, he was stubborn. I'm talking about like an old dead goat. He was stubborn up.
Not a dead goat.
Like, and man, I'm talking about they. Of course, they supposed to ask you those questions, like your quarterback situation. And then if you watch the halftime show, what did they say? The Falcons is a good team, but the thing that's holding us back is our quarterback. You can't.
Wow. Did not hear
You
that.
yeah. And the thing is, you cannot say don't believe your lying eyes. Everybody sees Ritter out there struggling, and if you go back to Ritter, which I really think he's gonna do, I think he's gonna do that because I don't think Arthur Smith like to be told wrong or you made a mistake.
There it
And
is.
once you go back to that, you're gonna see the fans turn on Ritter. And I mean turn on Arthur Smith. And I think he already knows, shoot, I'm out the door anyway. Like I think it was you, Smitty, said it before. He ain't really got it was Big Low. He ain't really got nothing to lose. His dad's a millionaire. So what? You know, a lot of them head coaches be like, look, man, my job on the line. If Arthur Smith was to get fired, he'd be like, so what? You know, he ain't really got that hunger in him like he did over there in Tennessee because Derrick Henry made them all look good. And Vrabel never lost after a bye, so you should have known you need to come in there 10 toes down and on your P's and Q's and playing the best quarterback possible.
Yeah, but that goes to Tennessee too. Shout out to them. They got a top 10 defense, so it's not like we were facing a middle of a pack defense. They're a legit contender. Not a legit contender, a legit defense to face. Yeah, they lost Kevin Byard, they shipped him out, but still that defense didn't miss a beat, man. They were getting pressure with just what their front four. So it's like, okay, they made the Falcons one-dimensional. Again, what a lot of teams that have beaten us in the past have done to us. Week 3 against the Lions, week 4 against Jacksonville, and then today, pressure with just the 4, sit in the zones because Desmond Ritter's, the confidence is still not there as far as pushing the ball down the field. So all they're doing is just sitting in those zones, waiting for those intermediate passes, and it was a wrap. Tennessee did that today, so to say. And what happened? More of the turnovers. We saw more of the same old habits that Desmond Ridder likes to do, not taking care of the ball. So putting Heineke in, and I love this comment right here from Atlanta Dog. Say that we don't know what Taylor Heineke's ceiling can because he didn't have the weapons, in Washington as he does now in Atlanta. That's very tempting to see and let it just play out for the rest of the year. Because, like you said, there was folks that were catching the ball that really are an afterthought. Matt Collins, his production, we all clamored up here saying, oh, man, he's going to be a legit number 2. He hasn't put up that many numbers. He hasn't put up anything. Desmond Ridder doesn't look for him as much. It's his connection with Drake London, for a lot of forces to the tight ends and Jonnu and Kyle. And, he's left out there. Today we saw Heineke come in and just spread the ball out. That's exactly what we need to do a little bit more of. Spread the ball out. And I would love to see this portion of the offense pick up, and that's the check down. We got 2 running backs that were all-purpose backs in their respective colleges. And, Bijan and Tyler can get you anywhere from 10 to 20 to 25 yards just like that.
They showed that last week.
We have to do that. Huh?
They showed that last week.
Exactly. So it's little simple things like that I think Tyler Heineke can maximize within this offense itself that Ridder can't because he just doesn't know how to diagnose a play yet. As well or process a play as it's going on as quick. So yeah, man.
I will say that because I'm a hop off. But
okay,
y'all guys doing a great job. Love watching y'all, and don't let nobody tell y'all opinions don't matter and y'all don't know what y'all talking about because we all saw in one half that Heineke looked like the best quarterback in this division, just like that.
Yeah.
No,
we appreciate that, Mike. Man, we don't let nobody dictate to us what we think, how we think, what to say, what not to say. It's all in. It's all in the circle of just for natural conversation. You don't like it, that's too bad. I'm sorry. Click somewhere else. Roll with somebody else. That's for everybody. That's for anybody. That's even for out there in life itself, bro. So thank you for coming on, man. Thank you for giving us what you feel as though is valid, and it's very much valid. We appreciate your opinion, Mike. We definitely, appreciate that on this side, brother.
Okay, well, y'all have a good night. I'll be in the back. Watching.
No doubt.
All right, Mike. Appreciate you, man.
Marquise, what's up, man? Love when they come out and chat with the fire.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say this. First of all, this loss is hurt. Seriously, I mean, whole first half was so awful. It was just that second half, man, gave me some hope, man. But about the quarterback situation, this is just my opinion.
Mhm.
I feel like Arthur Smith, he messed it up. This all went up the crap last year.
Mm.
Last year when he didn't that's when it started. That's when the problem started at quarterback position. When he didn't put Desmond Ritter in after week 10, which should have been the earliest, instead of just being stubborn and sticking with Marcus Mariota, who can't throw the freaking ball down the field that much.
Facts.
That's what messed us up. And then now Desmond Ritter only played 12 games. He should have played more last season.
Yep.
Then, the thing that's been killing them has been turnovers mostly, and then pocket awareness. To me, that's them two things he's been messing up has been killing this offense. And the way Taylor Hockey looked in the second half of this offense, I mean, I'm surprised. I always be feeling nervous when this team be jumping down the field when they trailing and trying to win the game. I was not nervous, not one bit in the second half. Unlike the first one, I was shocked that that offense was just that mess was flowing. So I'm like they need to they cannot go back to Reddit. They can't do it. And I want to see Desmond Ritter succeed. I want to see Desmond Ritter support. They can't go back to him. No. No, not with Taylor Hockey was just balling in the second half. So that's my opinion on that part. And then also just a question to all y'all. Why do we always get stubborn coaches, head coaches? Why do we
That's
always get
true.
stubborn head
That's
coaches?
true.
That's
And,
true,
No,
and,
That's
that's
man.
real.
and
true.
doing that,
That is
Good question,
definitely
and
man.
going
real.
back
Good
on the
That
list,
is
question,
we
man.
true.
always get stubborn head coaches. We
Always
always
get
get
the most
coaches that
stubborn head coaches.
provide. Always get stubborn head coaches. It makes no sense. I mean, sheesh. Man, if you
Except
continue to
Mike
be
Smith.
stubborn,
I was about to say probably like
okay,
that's the
okay.
only coach I can think of. Mike Smith. Mike
But
Smith
we
was
okay, okay. But we
Mike
mostly
Smith was a
have stubborn
pushover.
coaches. Mostly, I'm gonna say that we mostly have stubborn coaches,
I ain't saying
and
you
those
wrong,
stubborn.
Birdo. We were just
I know.
saying
Hey,
I'm just saying I'm correct. I'm just correcting myself because I didn't know Mike Smith wasn't stubborn, but we mostly have stubborn head coaches, and when they're stubborn, they always cost us. So I mean, like, he
hey,
needs to stop being
but
stubborn, man. He needs to stop being stubborn. Seriously.
let's pause right quick. My boy Tip, he got to step out, and my boy Larry, he got to step out for his show. But
Yeah,
before
I gotta
y'all go,
go.
man, please tell everybody where to find y'all.
All right, go ahead, Tip.
well, you can always find me on A1 Forever Sports, and that is on YouTube, Instagram A1 Forever, TikTok The Real A1 Forever, and of course on Twitter or X at A1 Rock. Man, you can always find me. Anybody can come holler at me, chat with me, whatever. I'm very sociable online and everything, especially when it comes to Atlanta sports. And you can also catch me with these two guys to my, I guess it would be to my right, or yeah, right, yeah, to my
Yep.
right.
My
Yeah,
Something
left,
like
as
that.
is
my
my
left
man
and your right.
Birdo and my man Smooth Smitty. As we
Mm.
are the trio now, you know, it's
Yes,
the
sir.
A1 Forever 95 North Sports. We're gonna figure out the name. We're gonna get it together.
We're
Y'all don't
gonna play
worry
with the
about that.
words a
That's
bit. We're
for us
gonna
to
play with the words. We'll come up with something.
do. That's for us to do. I thank you guys for always, having me on the show. Thank you to the chat. Shout out to everybody who comes on and speak their mind, because this is not easy to do, to even have an opinion about your favorite team or any team. So shout out
Right.
to everyone who comes up here on the platform. Shout out to Slim. Shout out to everyone else who has stepped up here on here. And guys, I'm just thankful, and I'm just taking the ride, enjoying the ride as far as the sports world goes. And thank you guys for always having me and accepting me. Salute to you all.
No
Yes,
doubt.
sir.
Appreciate you, man.
Going to knock that schoolwork out.
Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna get with y'all in a minute, man. Peace.
All right, brother.
All right.
All right, Larry.
I appreciate you having me on the show as always. Smitty, you and Berto always been welcoming to me, so I appreciate you, brothers, always. All right, it's your boy Larry, one half of the Dixon Way. My beautiful wife Shonda is the other half. We provide you guys with unadulterated fire commentary on any game we do, man. So if you don't like those commentators on TV, man, turn them down, turn us up. You feel me? Right now, I gotta leave because I like to do prep early. And we got a Hawks game coming on at 7 o'clock. Hawks versus the Bucks, the third game of the season. Hawks are trying not to go 0-3 at the beginning of the season. So yeah, we don't want a losing weekend from the Falcons and the Hawks. So yeah, guys, if you're gonna watch that Hawks game, then come over, tune in. You see my name, you see it right there at _Dixon_Way on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Rumble. Also, you can check us out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts for our podcast. I appreciate you guys for having me in here. And yeah, links in the description. And we're going to holler at y'all. Let's go, Hawks. Damn Falcons.
Appreciate you, my dog.
Had to get that one out.
No doubt.
And Arthur Smith better not come back here talking about that. He will lose the locker room if he comes out on Tuesday and says, I hear what you're saying, Slim and Alberto, because he's stubborn like that. I'm telling you, if he names Desmond Ridder as the starter, he will lose that locker room.
Facts.
I agree.
Against a Kirk Cousinless Vikings, because he put him in for the first series or the first half and wanted to do it like that. And we lose a game again by 3 or something like that because he just too stubborn, then fire him right there. Give him the exact same treatment you gave Dan Quinn. You do not make it past the bye week.
You gonna fire him on the field?
And
I was just about to that, true.
I mean, he comes down to the sideline all the time.
We gonna fire him on the field? Like, come on.
Deuces.
Please, bro.
Arthur Smith is too. Arthur Blanket too old to take a punch.
Security
Arthur,
trying to say, no, you don't belong in this place. Security told James Harden he was trying to get on the plane, go play against the Bucks. It was like, nah, bro. Nah, go home.
I remember that. Yeah,
Hey, go home.
I don't blame him.
Arthur Blank would not Arthur Blank would not do something like that.
Get yourself up from there.
Y'all have a great rest of your evening. Great talk.
Damn. Hey, before you go.
All right, Larry. Appreciate you.
All right, Larry.
All right, y'all. Deuces. Wolf, I see you, fam.
Hey,
y'all.
Listen, before you go, Larry, you go, what play was it when Desmond Ridder got hurt?
His feelings got hurt, bro.
Hey, it was the imaginary tackle. That's all.
Oh shit, man.
His feelings got hurt.
Oh man.
He got hit by that. He got hit by that imaginary defensive end.
Golly, man.
They say he was reading that tablet too hard and got a migraine.
I just want to know. Salute to Smitty, Berto, A1 Forever. Everybody here. Mark was on my show. Salute to Wallace. Salute to everybody here. Right. I just want to know when he got hurt. Can anybody just tweet me the play? Anybody?
Man, only thing got hurt. You want me to be honest? The only thing got hurt was feelings at the end of the day.
Okay,
because
he got cleared.
I just want to know how you clear concussion protocols and you don't get hurt. How was that possible?
Some of them use that as an excuse.
Exactly, Dula. Exactly. That was the excuse. Like, wait a minute. Clock looks like it's striking midnight on Ridder again. Wait, no, we're not gonna make this mistake. Your ass is here, buddy.
Smitty,
sit right over here
now. I get it. It was the Muhammad Ali ghost punch on Sonny Liston.
Oh, damn.
Right.
He survived Muhammad Ali ghost punch?
Okay, it's the Muhammad Ali method. I got it. I'm so sorry. I'm so stupid. I'm a stupid idiot. And basically now, wait a minute. We were in this situation last year, weren't we? 4-4?
Oh my God. Yes,
we
was further down last year.
We were further 13. Down, but we have a better situation now with Heineke. Last year was a young Desmond and a quarterback in Marcus Mariota.
Wow.
So, you know, God damn, if you're going to learn from anything, you learn from what happened last year. And clearly, you know, it's looking better for us this year. And Smitty, I was one to call this out, you know, at the beginning. Taylor Heineke might be our best free offseason acquisition because of the situation that he puts us in. You know, we didn't know what Ritter was going to do for, you know, this year coming in. We anointed him the starting quarterback a little late with no real competition. Now we're seeing exactly what, you know, with having no competition, so to say, and no preseason, really only 10 snaps, is doing to this young man. It's not doing anything really. It's only hurting his chances and possibly extending his career in the NFL. Now, you got to pull the plug on somebody like that that's not giving you the chance. He cannot go back to what he did last year when it was a little too late. You know what I mean? It was a little too further in the year. You know, now we got a situation where Heineke is here. Heineke is, and he's approved. Well, yeah, he's a 500 quarterback, so be it. But like it was mentioned, he did not have these weapons in Washington. He has them here now, in the now. So it's very tempting to see how he can operate. As we all saw in a little bit of a glimpse, the guy went for over 200 yards like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we got to keep it. We got to keep it with a hand, with the hot hand, and keep going with Taylor Heineke for now. But we all know our coach. We know the stubbornness. We know the ego, as big as it is, as inflated as it is. So we may see, unfortunately, Desmond Ridder start against the Minnesota Vikings.
And Wolf, let me just say this, and I got to split after this one. You know, when you know the reason why Arthur Smith said he was hurt, because Desmond Ridder was clear. I think it's because a lot of head coaches try to minimize the media for the week coming up from destroying that quarterback. So I think what Arthur Smith was trying to do is protect Ridder, because the media usually don't get into the injury stuff. They don't say, hey, you got injured, you got this and that. So it's a legitimate, oh, he's sitting down because he's injured. So that's why Arthur Smith kept avoiding, if you watch the press conference, he kept avoiding the question by saying, I'm not a doctor and I'm going to be conservative on those calls. So that means, Ridder, you need to go get your head checked out. You know, just like with the Mariota thing, when they were saying Mariota, when we know he quit it on the team, but no, it was an injury and he had to go get surgery. And if you watch the quarterback on Netflix, he was like, they didn't tell me nothing about that and all that other stuff. So I think it was just Arthur Smith trying to protect Ridder, because the truth, like everybody always was saying, Arthur Smith changed his career to Ridder. So you ain't gonna just let that man just fall out there in the mud and just leave him out there, because typically when Arthur Smith knew that Ridder was going down, he got to hear him put Heineke in there, and I think he already knows his job is on the line as well. But hey, I want to thank y'all for giving me. I want to thank y'all for giving me that opportunity.
Abdullah, you're so smart, but before you go, didn't the head coach say we were going to play 20 games this year?
Yeah, but the thing is, you also got to look at it. He said we're going. Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot gonna say anything, you know, to make us sound like we coming out fighting. But the truth is, you can't hide that poor offense. You just can't.
Yeah.
So, and to me, it was single, because I know everybody says the offensive line, although McGarry was garbage. Garbage. But
go get your iPad and call Kiki.
It's mostly Ridder holding this team back. And when you know you have a high-power offense and your quarterback is the main key focus of the media, you're going to try to protect him, because the quarterback is essentially the head coach. He's just an extension of the head coach. Usually when your quarterback plays bad, your head coach is out of there. So he got to make a move, and he also got to protect that quarterback.
Yep, you got to. Yeah, that's a great point. Great point. But Slim, man, thank you for joining us as always, man.
Hey man, thank y'all for letting me come on and speak.
Always,
thank
man.
y'all, man. Y'all be good. I'm gonna fall back and listen.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man.
It's our boy Slim $87, man. Always tuning in, always doing his thing. But it was an interesting game, man, to say the least. Because I feel like this game could have went either way, even though we were down by so many points.
Yeah.
But it was just 2 scores, 12 points at the most. Like I said, man, we'll see going forward what's going to happen, but it's going to be interesting, because I just can't wait for that press conference tomorrow.
I'm confused. I'm just confused on a lot of stuff. Right? It just confuses me a lot of things. And plus, listen, we don't even hold D-Led and them accountable for certain stuff. The guy gave himself a C- in the Green Bay comeback game.
Yeah.
He gave himself a C- in a comeback game. What do you think his grade is now?
You're probably flunking.
What do you think his grade is now?
It's probably gonna be that. It's probably gonna be like around a D to an F.
Yeah,
He
probably went back to grade school with the U and the S. Unsatisfactory and satisfactory.
And look, and let me say this before I go. Let me say this so eloquently that I can. It's not that we don't want a good quarterback. It's just that when you go for a first round pick and you trade up to give all the assets away, Terry doesn't come from a organization where they gave up a lot of draft picks for Drew Brees.
Right.
They didn't give up a lot of draft picks for Drew Brees. Now, Scott Fitterer gave up the farm for Bryce Young.
Yeah.
A GM in the same division is not going to do what that general manager did a year before. It's just not going to do it.
That's true.
I don't know if they're going to trade up in the draft to do it because now everybody's talking draft and this, that, and the third. And Caleb Williams is probably going to cost you about 2-3 multiple draft picks. So is Drake Mays right now. They're going to cost you so much capital to go get.
But Wolf, let me ask you this: if we talking rookie quarterback, why not just go get a veteran if you know you can't develop a quarterback if Arthur Smith is still here?
That's a great point, Smitty. But what veteran quarterback you think is going to run this? What are you going Kirk Cousins? Because at this point, Kirk Cousins ain't gonna do it.
No.
Ryan Tannehill.
After today, no torn Achilles, man.
Smitty, look, Smitty, you're missing the big point, and so was everybody else, right? Look who's more mad today. You want to know who's mad today? You want to know what franchise is the worst? And they won today, by the way.
Oh God, Carolina.
The Carolina Panthers. You want to know why? Because they could have drafted Will Levis with the 9th pick. Will Levis went out there and balled. We got smoked by the guy who sat in the green room.
Who eats banana peels and puts mayonnaise in his goddamn coffee. Tell me that's not a weirdo.
We got smoked. Birdo will tell you, boy. Birdo will tell you in Puerto Rico, they don't use mayonnaise like that.
Man, hell no. Okay? I've never heard that shit in my life, bro.
Ask Birdo. He's Puerto Rican. They don't use mayonnaise like that in Puerto Rico.
Shit, man. Using that to hook up a sandwich.
Not even in the coquito. And Birdo knows what I'm talking about the coquito.
Oh, yeah.
They don't even use that. We got smoked by the guy that got left in the green screen. Hey, Smith, I could break out my green screen right now. You want me to sit there like Will Levis right now? I will. Do you want me to break out the green screen? Hold on.
Oh, shit, man.
We got catfish. We got catfish, but I love you guys. I just wanted to say that.
Appreciate you, Will.
That we got. Boy, I'm gonna break out my green screen, and I know what I'm gonna do, Smitty. I'm gonna go live for an hour in front of the green screen, and I'd say anything. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go live for an hour on the green screen, and I'd say anything. We got smoked.
But what's crazy?
And by the way, Smitty and Berto, I hope you guys address AJ Terrell, who's going to be looking for a big contract. Already got smoked a couple of times. I'm just saying.
2 times.
Smith, I appreciate you, brother. Berto, appreciate you.
No doubt,
Mark, appreciate you. Wallace, appreciate you too, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You're always welcomed over there to the dark side. You know my dark side is the best side. You already know what it is.
Yeah. All right, well.
Hey, appreciate you guys. Hey, yo, listen, have a blessed week, everybody.
Thank you too, man.
No doubt.
All right,
no doubt.
Yes, sir.
But man, you know who's grinning right now? Who was grinning today? Louis Riddick was probably somewhat grinning because he said before the draft, Atlanta should take Will Levis because he just didn't see enough from Desmond Ritter last year. Even though it's 4 games, he just still said he didn't see that it factor.
Yeah.
Now,
which I got to say again, man. That's the coach's fault. That's all head coach's fault. We're not giving them more than 4 games last year. That's what I said. The head coach messed it up with the quarterback position last year.
But on that note, it's kind of hard to say because our defense didn't get to Levis and their defense got to Ritter. See, our offensive line is weaker than what the Titans' offensive line played today. So that's kind of hard to say. Well, we should have got Will Levis, but
I just would have loved to see Nielsen really dial it up today. I wish they wouldn't have gone what they've been doing, putting the pressure on the front 4 to get pressure. Today would have been a day that you would have disguised certain blitzes. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, could have blitzed.
Oh, you know how it is, man.
Yeah, man.
But you had to blitz him today. You had to get him off his marker. You had to do a lot. This is a rookie quarterback, man. A rookie quarterback. Yeah, there isn't a lot of film on Levis right now, but you make the film for other teams to go ahead and follow. It's a blueprint. You know what I mean? It's a copycat league. What did Atlanta do to rattle Will Levis? Okay, well, they blitz up, in seams, in the gaps and stuff like that, overload one side, his throwing side, and force him into mistakes. We didn't do really much of anything, man. And Smitty, I was texting you earlier. I was like, man, Caden Ellis hadn't blitzed up the middle since week 2 in Green Bay. He blitzed up the middle today. And that's where he made his contract based off of last year's performance with New Orleans. 7 sacks last year. A lot of his sacks came from the middle, man. So, yeah, for all the great things that Ryan Nielsen has done, today would have been the day to really boost the morale and confidence of this Falcons team going forward, and really should have rattled Will Levis. And that prompts into this discussion, Smitty. Are we motivated now to go and get a Montez Sweat? Because the rumor is a 3rd-round pick is on the table for Washington to obtain the services of Montez Sweat.
Yeah,
that's on the table.
I would go for it too. I would go for it.
And the reason why I think it's on the table now more than ever is because we don't even know how long Grady Jerry is going to be out. With your best defensive lineman out, you got to go get one to replace him. Like I said at the beginning of the show, we don't have that guy to keep offensive coordinators up at night when you talk about pass rush. Montez Sweat, 34.5 sacks. I think he brings that type to the game. Hey, if we get Grady Jerry back before the season over, then we add Montez Sweat. To me, that's a playoff caliber defense. So
we should go for it. We should.
Yeah, and bro, I'm not gonna speak on this because I don't like to gloat, I don't like to brag and stuff like that. But for those that don't know, I have been working with Bleacher Report and stuff like that, and I've been asked to do trade scenarios for our Atlanta Falcons. 2 weeks ago, I had the honor and privilege to go be on their platform and come up with something. I still said defensive tackle should have been a priority, for this team. We don't have a true nose tackle. That, I think, can unlock this defense a whole lot more. You're putting all your eggs in one basket with LaCale London. Yeah, sure. He had a fumble recovery last week, against Tampa Bay. He worked he's working really well in the trenches, but we need a true run stopper to alleviate, or not so much to alleviate, but to have, to eat up the space, sure. But to also have Omenyata and Taquan Graham and Grady fresher as the game goes on in the 3rd and 4th quarter, the more pivotal quarters, man. We need something like that. I still say defensive tackle is a need, and a lot of folks may disagree, but just do a little bit of research on it, man. Other than Grady and Omenyata, right? A lot is left to be desired from Taquan Graham. He's been inactive a couple games already this year. Same could be said for Timothy Horn. Yep. Yeah, same could be said about Timothy Horn. LaCale London kind of just really burst onto the scene, and he got signed off of one good showing against Tampa Bay to the active 53. So really, it's still not enough to move the needle around. And like Falcons 4L right here says, Graham is trash, and and that might be true. Who knows? He was highly touted coming out of Texas. You know what I mean? Thought to be a prototypical style defensive lineman.
But Holly was still on the board. Holly was still on the board.
Yeah.
I had him great at right.
Oh yeah, and that reminds me. Not just think about it. We should remember this. Another reason why we should go after Montez Sweat, like you said, Berto.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, Calvin Ridley trade. You're gonna get a day 2 pick from Jacksonville anyway, so that's gonna leave us with two at least third round picks for 2 seconds. Use one of those day 2 picks. Get Montez Sweat. And then that should help out the defense, especially the front four a lot more.
That's a great point and everything, young Marquise. But here's the thing too: that second round pick it hangs on the balance of Jacksonville re-signing Calvin Ridley, and right now Calvin Ridley is not balling per se. You know what I mean? He had a good game today, but there's been a stretch where he hasn't put up the numbers that we're used to seeing with Calvin. So a lot's gonna ride on what he does the rest of the year to have Jacksonville re-sign him, and so we can secure that that extra second round pick.
Okay, another question to you. Another question.
I think they're gonna resign him. They're gonna resign Calvin Ridley.
I hope so.
They don't have nobody on the other side.
Right. Well,
yeah, but when we trade on Jacksonville, that draft pick at first was like a taken pick. It can move up. What are the requirements? What requirements is going to be if it's a third round pick? Not third round pick. Third round pick. You know,
one thing about it, one thing why the third round pick I don't think it hurt us is because that second round pick that we had, we can trade back with that and gain, a pick in the fourth or fifth round. And so I mean, going forward, if we end up with 2 second round picks, if somebody's there at the bottom of the first round that they really want, I can see them moving up. But if not, they're gonna probably trade one of those second round picks and move back the other way to gain more picks. So it'll validate that trade if they make it this weekend. This Tuesday. So if you see a trade Tuesday, just know that they have a plan in place to replace that pick that they trading away.
But the defense is still not playing aggressive like what we heard from the defensive coordinator when he first came, saying that the defense is going to be much more aggressive. And the way they playing right now, they're not playing aggressive.
Wally, that's what I mean by you got to have a different type playmaker as a defensive end, like a Montez Sweat or a Chase Young, a prototypical guy who has athletic ability. Yeah. Falcons don't have that, on their in their pass rush. Now, don't get me wrong, Bud Dupree, he's playing good, but you just need a guy to take this defense to the next level. And like I said, with Grady Jarrett possibly out for some time, you definitely need somebody to lean on when it comes to getting after the quarterback. So it's going to be big from this point going forward. What they do with finding that aggressive attitude. And we've said it on the show before, man, Alberto. For some reason, they don't have a guy on either side of the ball that has that dog mentality, as my boy Ron would say, because you look at Chris Lindstrom. He was one of the best graded players last year. What he's done this year? He's taking a step backwards. So, I mean,
I bet the money most of that had to be to just cover McGarry. It had to be just cover him, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Because McGarry's struggling. Definitely he's right next to him. They have to cover for him. So, but I know what you mean. He took a step back big time. I know I'm going to have to leave. I'm about to leave too, because I'm about to watch the Hawks game.
You okay?
I'm going to watch the Blazers at 7:30. So I'm going to
don't cry.
Okay, Mark. Appreciate it.
But it was nice talking to you. I had to get this out today because it was just this.
No problem, brother. We appreciate you coming on, man. You have a blessed one, man.
Appreciate you.
All right, young
you
man.
too, man. Have a nice day, y'all. Have a nice day.
You too, man. You too, buddy. You're welcome anytime, man.
Let me use the bathroom first.
All right. So we got to bounce back next week against Minnesota. We're gonna get lucky again for the third straight week. I think their quarterback is Jaron Hall. I think he's in like his second or third year. But he didn't play really today. Kirk Cousins is going to be out for the year, looks like. And the run game is non-existent in Minnesota, so look for a lot of pass. Another one-dimensional team coming up. So coming back home to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, it's going to be good to see, man. But me, Alberto, we will have that preview show for y'all Tuesday at 8 o'clock like we always do. And trust me, y'all just come with those questions because we're going to have a lot to unpack this week. Because going into this game, to be honest, it's now or never. Because that's the trading deadline. So we're going to talk about trade deadline. If the Falcons make a move, we're going to talk about it. If they don't make a move, we're still going to talk about it. Because trust me,
It's gonna be a lot of pissed off people if we don't make a goddamn trade, Smitty.
I'm telling you, it will be ugly. It's gonna be ugly this Tuesday. I mean, boy, look, because as I see it, man, the Falcons are probably 2 players away from being a legit playoff team. 2 players. One is an aggressive defensive end, and the other one is a center, who Alberto had talked about before. A center that can call the right plays at the line, call the shifts, hold their own in the middle, get to the second level. Because I'm gonna just be real, man. Matt Hennessy, I didn't think it would be a big loss, but as I look at it now,
it's proven to be major right now.
Matt Hennessy has been the biggest loss this year for the Atlanta Falcons.
I don't think they're gonna budge on that center because he's too much ingrained right now.
But you think about it,
unless he get injured. I mean, you see what I'm saying? If he get injured, then they might consider that. But if long as he stay healthy,
have a good night.
They gonna stay with that offensive line. I mean, even though we want the center to be moved, but the way it's going right now, that's what's gonna happen for this year.
Yeah. And then two, I think the reason why the offensive line is taking a step back, you had more veterans on the offensive line last year. A lot of people don't talk about Elijah Wilkinson, but before he got hurt, he was legit at that left guard position. He was doing everything. Yeah. And now that we got a rookie there, and he's played great as well. But for some reason, Chris Darman just can't get right. But I don't know what the problem is.
The rookie we're talking about is that right tackle that got paid.
Oh my boy,
it's the problem on passing down.
Yeah.
But they I'm saying they paid him money, so I don't think they bench him. But
right, they're not going to bench him. No.
Like I said before, they just got to use him to his strength, run the ball on his side. That's the only way he's going to build up that confidence. Because if they don't do that, guess what? He's going to keep making the same mistakes. Yeah. But run blocking, he's taking a step back. Because when Bijan runs behind him, he make a block here and there. But most of the time, Bijan is breaking. He got Keith Smith in the backfield to open up holes for him. So, they got to figure out something because you can't keep having Jonathan Smith, who's one of your main weapons, chip blocking for McCarron and getting out of rhythm with his involvement in the offense. So it's just a lot to unpack, man. But Wallace, before we get out of here, man, you got one more word for us?
No, I just hope we can get these next 2 wins, and we'll see what they're gonna do at Ritter. But right now, in my mind, the way Arthur Smith is, they're gonna bring him back next week. Just watch. He just gonna be that stubborn, and he's gonna bring him back next week. And then if he get off to a slow start, or any turnover come up, that stadium gonna go off about putting in Heineken.
Oh no, they ain't gonna go. They just gonna go down.
Bluebirds are gonna be out early and
they just gonna walk out the stadium if that happens. I'm telling you.
And if he stay in the whole game, that next game, that stadium might be empty unless it be just visitors in there. Or you got your the ones that got season tickets, maybe some of them.
Yeah, that would be ugly though, man, because that would be taking a step backwards.
Yeah, but right now, what you did with Heineken today is pretty much like you're gonna have to ride him out the rest of the season.
Got to. But Wallace, thanks for joining us as always, man.
Always.
Appreciate you,
Alberto. Go on and close it out, Alberto.
Yeah, man. So as you all know, man, back at it again, my boy Smitty and our newest member, Chris Tip Moore. Glad to be back, man. I'll still be doing my thing on Bleacher Report and stuff like that. I mean, I just got an assignment tomorrow, so I'll be on there. And man, Smitty, we'll be picking this thing back up on Tuesdays, man, with the preview show for the Minnesota Vikings. Hopefully, some good news will break with the Falcons being active with the trade deadline. Hopefully, we'll acquire a piece or two or whatever the Falcons feel necessary to, propel us for the season as the season progresses, and we'll go from there. But man, disappointing loss today to the Tennessee Titans, man. It was a gimme game in my opinion, man. It's a game that we should have definitely came out here and really, flexed our muscle on this Titans team, man. With young rookie quarterback Will Levis, but it wasn't the case to recap. But I guess we'll just learn from it and move it and keep it moving forward. Got another rookie in the waiting in the wings in Minnesota. We'll see what happens there. I'm sure we'll break down more of the Minnesota Vikings on Tuesday, but Jordan Addison is the real deal. And that's a wide receiver that we have to definitely account for, as well as Osborne and TJ Hawkinson, their tight end over there. But it should be a fun matchup at the Benz. We're looking forward to it. And yeah, man. So with that, we will catch y'all next week. Smitty, end it.